Hey everybody, this is Matt and we're at Texas Toast Guitars. Thanks for watching. Before we dive into the video, I've got a couple things I want to tell you about that are brand new for 2025 and or happening early 2025. I don't know when you're watching this, but for me, it's early January 2025. Okay, the first one is I've started a brand new Patreon training workshop series on our Patreon page, or you can sign up on YouTube. You can be a member, either one. Patreon is a little easier. People have asked me in the past, hey, what should we do, Patreon or YouTube? Patreon, okay? It's just easier to do. And I can do more things. Right now, I have to do two things. I have to do it once on Patreon and once on YouTube, and I can do more things on Patreon, okay? In any event, what we're building in our Patreon training workshop for the first one of the year is a neck through SG, not unlike this one right here. I think that all SG should be neck through, and I think that that's a really fun one to do. So I wanted to have our first Patreon training video series be about that. Basically, if you don't know what I'm talking about, for a little bit of money, you can sign up on Patreon and you can watch all the videos. There's live Q&As, and you can basically build a guitar in your home shop without having to come here, and you can build a guitar kind of at your own pace, and I'll walk you through all the steps in video form. Some of you are going to go, I don't have all the tools that you have. I don't know what to tell you. If you want something sugar-coated, buy a bag of candy. You're going to need tools if you want to buy guitars. Okay. The second thing is we will be at the Wood, Wire, and Volts trade show in Anaheim, California at the end of this month, 23rd and 24th of January. The reason I have this other guitar here, this Texas Toast Challenger Deluxe, is because that's not what we're bringing to the show, but it's one of our models, and I can't show you what we're bringing to the show yet because it's all brand new. We're going to debut it at the show. Okay. Guys, there's a lot of good stuff to talk about in today's video, and I've been getting a bunch of people ask me, hey, what tools should I buy if I want to start being a guitar tech, or I want to start doing guitar setups and stuff like that? Funny you should ask, because I just got an email from my good buddies at StewMac here. You know I'm going to tell you to buy tools from StewMac because they're the best. They have the best warranty in the business, and yeah, it's just the stuff to get. Okay. But a couple of points. One is that if you use the link in my description below, I get a little taste. It doesn't cost you anything. Even if you buy stuff that's on sale, I get a little taste. You get all the sale stuff. So please use that stuff. Okay. The cool new thing is right now StewMax is going on from January 8th through the 15th. That means that Stuart McDonald Max members get 20% off everything until the 15th. So if you don't have the StewMax membership, get one. It will save you a ton of money. I don't even know what it is anymore. Every time mine runs out, I automatically re-up it because I get deals on shipping, deals on everything, and so you should too. It looks like, okay, here I'm just reading this just like you guys are. If you want to buy the StewMax membership and you have $150 worth of stuff that you want to buy from StewMac, you get the StewMax membership free. So here it says, free StewMax membership with purchase of $150 or more between the days of January 8th through the 15th. So if you got $150 worth of stuff, I'm going to show you easily $150 worth of stuff you could buy, and you get a free StewMax membership, which is totally cool. StewMac is going to be at the NAMM show the 23rd through the 26th if you guys want to go do that. I can't tell you about all of this stuff that's in this email because this is kind of I've been sworn to secrecy on some of it. It looks like they're going to be offering their pedals in not just kit form, but it looks like you're going to be able to get them in fully built form. They've got a bunch of new products for acoustic guitars. They've got a bunch of new products that are like deals grouped together. I'm going to show you some stuff that you should just buy, but if you can save some money and get them grouped together, you absolutely should. They've got some new finish stuff coming out. They've got some new, a bunch of new stuff. Some of it I can't tell you about, but let me tell you, there's some new tools that I've been using for a while that Stu Mac picked up, and you're gonna be able to get them direct from Stu Mac. Bunch of new stuff, and I can't wait to show you when I get them. But guys, I'm gonna show you stuff that you can get right now that I've not been sworn to secrecy on, and these are the Stu Mac tools that, if you want to do, I have a bunch of tools on my table right now. If you want to do guitar tech work, I'm going to tell you right now if everything on this table right now, I'm gonna whittle it down to the bare minimum that you need if you want to start being a guitar tech. But let's first talk about what they all are. You know what? No, I've already done this before. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to just show you what I think you're going to need if you want to start being a guitar tech. The first tool that I think you absolutely, positively have to have if you want to start doing guitar tech work is this little Stu Mac toolkit. Okay, these are not expensive, and so this would be like, okay, this is the cheapest way to get started being a guitar tech. Buy one of these first two tools are in order, okay, and I want you to get them in order or buy them all at once. The first one is, I've been talking about this for forever, and it's this little Stu Mac screwdriver kit set with this cute little box. Look, this one's mine. You can tell it's mine because I labeled it. It's got all kinds of stuff. People are like, oh, I could just go to Home Depot and buy it. Well, maybe, but one, it's not going to be as convenient as this, and two, there's not going to be everything that's in the Stu Mac one in the Home Depot nonsense jive. That's like, stuff that you need around the house. For example, there's no... Well, okay, I can guarantee you that this tool right here is absolutely nowhere to be found in anything that you can get from Home Depot. This is, if you've ever got those little flat screws that to adjust pickups or anything like that, slotted screw head. This is a slotted screw head capturer, and it goes right onto the little screwdriver there, and it allows you to turn slotted screws over, like on a pickup ring, pickup height adjustment screws over very, very delicate finishes, and you will not run into any risk of damaging a finish because you go, whoa, and slip off and fall into the thing, okay? Get one of these, it's worth every penny. Okay, the number two tool, and like I say, I hope that you're on the Stu Mac website right now going, I'm going to take Matt's advice. I'm going to take advice from my old buddy, Uncle Matt, and I'm going to get all the stuff he says, and I'm going to be a guitar tech. I'm going to go down to, Bob's Guitar Boutique, and I'm going to be a guitar tech there. Show up with this first, okay? Put this in your cart first at Stu Mac. The next thing that you're going to do, I want you to get this fret end dressing file. 90% of the stuff that you're going to do as a guitar tech that doesn't involve major surgery on instruments, but just people coming in and saying, man, I want my guitar set up to just play a little better, and I don't want any pokey outy frets. This tool right here, these things here, you're not even getting close to a free Stu Max membership if you buy these two things, okay? You're not even getting anywhere near the $150 threshold, and you've got stuff that if you can't do the majority of setup work with these two tools, you're entering into the world of more repair than anything else, okay? These two things will get you through the most of what you want to do as a guitar tech, all right? The next thing that I'm going to recommend that you're going to want to get is, let's say that you're setting up brand new guitars. The next things that you're going to want to have are going to be some nut slot files, and you knew this was coming, the nut slot depth gauge tool, okay? I've talked about it and talked about it and talked about it, and I keep talking about it. This tool and tools like this is the nut slot depth gauge. This is a nut slot file, and I have a bunch of them because they come in different sizes, okay? I've got 4 of them here because each one of these has has one side does one slot thickness and the other side does another, and you need 4 of them to do, most guitars, okay? If you have these 4 files, I should probably tell you which ones they are, okay? This is a 12 to 20. This one here is 36 to 42. This one here is 26 to 32. And this one here is 50 to 60. If you just buy the first 4 of these files from Stu Mac, it's probably like the 12, 20, the 26, 32, the 36, 40, whatever, and the 50, 60. Get those 4, and you'll be able to do 99% of the nut work on any guitar that in existence in the world today, okay? Then you get this bad dude, and you can absolutely, positively guarantee what your string height from the bottom of each string to the top of your first fret is. That lets you know how much material you need to grind away in the nut slot, okay? And I've got videos and videos and videos on how to use this. Stu Mac has a boatload of videos on how to use that. If you bought these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tools, you would be able to do just about every single thing that that a guitar tech would need to do on just about any guitar, and you would probably be crossing the threshold of the $150 Stu Mac deal, where if you buy all this stuff, you get the Stu Max membership, which is going to give you like all kinds of shipping deals and stuff like that. So when you want to start branching out and getting into other tools, like say you want to start doing fret work, okay, no problem. You're a guitar tech, you should probably know how to do some fret work, yeah? All right, so you're going to need some other tools for that. You're probably going to need a fret rocker. This one is so old that all the stuff is worn off of it. I've had this probably for close to 20 years, I think. Let's say you want to, okay, Matt, what about that? I got all that stuff. Now I want to start doing fret work. Great, I got it. You're going to need one of these fret rockers. You're going to need one of these leveling beams. I like this particular one. This is from Stu Mac. This is called the fret bar. I'm going to tell you a little bit about that here in a second. And you're going to need some of these Z files. Now I have a couple of them here. This one has a handle, and this is the safe edge. These are cool. They don't have a handle. They come in more aggressive grits. This one is a 150 grit, and this one is a 300 grit. Let me make sure. Yeah, 300. The one with the handles are 300 grit. This one is okay, I've got this one in the 150 is a centered one, and the one in 300 is original, and then I have a 300 in centered and a 150 in original. If you got, man, these things are awesome. They make fretwork a breeze. Get the Z file if you don't have it already, and use all that Christmas money that's burning a hole in your pocket, and get you some Z files, either the ones with the handles or the one without. Get you a fret rocker, because you're going to need that, and get you one of these fret bars. Now, this is cool because if you have this, you can level frets with the strings on it. Okay, so a lot of people are like, man, I got to get that tool where I mount the guitar on this deal and then put pressure on it and then put all kinds of, twisty things, and then I can pull the strings off of it and it's exactly perfect. Yeah, those things are cool. You should get one of those. But if you can't, if you're asking your old buddy Matt, your old Uncle Matt, hey Matt, I need the stripped down, streamlined version of all the tools that I need to start doing guitar tech stuff. Don't get one of those. Get one of these fret bars. The reason being is, I don't know if you can see that, but this is the leveling surface right here, and it's notched. The reason it's notched is because it can go in between strings. Let's say I need to level the frets on this guitar and I don't want to pull the strings off. You put this notch in between your A and E string, and you can level that part of the fretboard and go over, okay? A fret slot or a fret leveling beam like this, even with no strings on it, you can still use this. This is what we use for classes, okay? So get you one of these, and you won't have to worry about, a tensioning rig that, takes up bench space. With all this stuff that I'm looking at right here, one of these little toolkits, a fret end dressing file, some nut files, my nut slot depth gauge, a bunch of Z files, or just one, a what do they call this? Fret. Dang it, I'm getting old, you guys. A fret rocker and a fret leveling beam. You can take, like I say, if you went into Guitar Center and you said, I'm going to set up you could set up every single guitar with all this stuff and the truss rod wrenches that come in the cases of all the guitars that are there. You could set every single guitar up exactly perfectly right. And you could do it repeatably. You know why you could do it repeatably? I'm going to harp on this again, because you have this dial indicator gauge and this nut slot depth gauge fixture right here. You don't have to just use this on the first fret. I use it all the time. I use it on the 12th fret all the time. You might need a capo. Okay, I don't have a capo in front of me here. You might need a capo. Get you a capo. I'll tell you why that here in another video. But if you had all this stuff here, I don't know how much it costs. Okay, I've bought everything that you see here probably a dozen times, because all of my tool benches for shops, for classes and stuff, have this stuff in it. But if you bought it once from Stu Mac, don't get the cheap stuff from Amazon, because if you bought it one time from Stu Mac and something ever goes wrong with it, you send it back to Stu Mac, they'll send you a new one. Okay? No questions asked, lifetime guarantee on all of this stuff. All right? And this will probably handle, gosh, if you can't do, like I said, 95% of any guitar tech stuff. Obviously, there's no soldering iron here, okay? If you're not gonna be able to change pickups, but setup work, man, this is all you need, okay? This is it, gang. You can buy more stuff, but I don't think you need to. To just get started, you could start your career as a guitar tech with all these tools from Stu Mac and videos that I made and Stu Mac made and Dylan made and all those other guys made. They're all great. Check them out. Mine are the best, but so check them out. You can sign up for our Patreon page, and there'll be a bunch of stuff there. You can come to our live streams and you can ask questions. For a nominal investment, you could do pretty well as a guitar tech. Okay, and it wouldn't take very much. All this stuff would fit in a little toolbox too. Okay, all right, gang. So again, reminder. You've got a few more days as of me making this video to save a bunch of money from Stu Mac. Save it up, okay? Get you that Stu Mac shipping thing. If you spend $150, you get it free. And if you use my code, I get a little taste. So it's a no-brainer, right? You will save enough money, you can buy one of my Texas Toast candles, okay? Actually, you can save enough money with shipping and stuff, all the money that you save with that Stu Mac's membership. Guys, you can buy one of my candles, and you can sign up for Patreon for even $1 a month. Okay, Patreon's not expensive. Right now, everything on every Patreon level is $1. If you give me $1 a month on Patreon, you have access to everything. That's not going to be the same for every single thing that I do the rest of the year and moving forward. But right now, if you sign up at the $1 level, you get access to everything. Okay, all right. So, all right, guys, I appreciate it. I thank you. Check out Stuart McDonald. Get you some of this good stuff. Even if you don't want to be a guitar tech, but you got like half a dozen guitars and you want them all set up, if you took your guitar to a guitar tech, I would imagine you're probably north of $100 just to do one guitar, and they'd probably set it up lousily. You've got all this stuff here. You could easily afford to do all your own stuff. You could take a lot of this fretwork stuff out. Okay, just the little toolkit, the fret end dressing file, the nut slot depth gauge, and some nut files. You could do all your own stuff, and then you want to add some other things later. You can do that. These two piles here, and go back and watch them again. Use my code. Get you some of this stuff from Stu Mac. Get you the good stuff. And these two piles here, you could do the lion's share of setup work and quick, easy, down and dirty stuff on every single guitar that's in existence today. Okay, like I said, if you're going to start doing big time repairs. Obviously, you're not going to be able to like fix a brace that popped loose on an acoustic guitar with this stuff, but you don't need to start there, okay? Start by setting up everything you got with these tools here and get into it. You know what I mean? Let's make some moves. All right, so that's enough talking. Guys, I've got a bunch of stuff to do for the rest of the day. Join me on Patreon, and I'll see you next time. Until then, this is your old Uncle Matt reminding you that if you're so smart, start your own YouTube channel. That's what I did. Have a great week, everybody. We'll see you next time.